This channel is going to see some changes soon, but either way, this Marvel nerd is here to stay. Greetings, geeks and geek girls. It is me. I am back for What If. Now, I know I skipped last week. That's not to say anything on the content. While the episode was not perfect, I still did really like it, but I can see how others might not with all the changes that they did to T'Challa and, spoiler alert for last week, Thanos. Also, there was that Batista debacle, but hopefully that gets changed. Because one thing that was made clear with last week that I suspected the week before, and honestly now it's triple confirmed this week, is the fact that they're setting up universes. They're not just telling one-off stories. This isn't like American Horror Stories, that new show that Ryan Murphy's doing, where they're all one-off stories, or sometimes two-off, set in the universe that they've established. And then they're done with it. No, these episodes are setting up universes that they can return to, and I imagine that season 2 that they've already confirmed will be a mixture of continuations of these universes and setting up new universes based on Phase 4. And speaking of universes and this universe, let's talk about this episode. So, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Alright, so this episode is, I am probably going to get the name wrong, but what if Earth's Mightiest fell? Now that I'm in the spoiler section, I can say it. It's basically, what if 5 out of the original 6 were dead? And how does this happen? It's pretty cool, because we go day by day. Day 1, it is, basically, it looks like Natasha killed Tony. Day 2, we go through the whole, the fact that, the whole thing of, Incredible Hulk, Thor 1, and I think it's Iron Man 1, or Iron Man 2, were all within the same week. And we actually explore that with the fact that we're following Nick Fury. But we go into the second day where it's the Thor, and we actually see Clint there, and Clint seemingly kills Thor in his unworthy form. Then Nat is trying to investigate what happened, and she ends up finding her way to Betty Ross, who knows a thing or two about what's going on with the chemicals that they were putting into Tony, and she helps give more information to what's going on, helps us figure out what's going on, which I'll get into. Then we see that she's investigating what happened. She gets killed by an invisible person, which I kind of halfway figured it out because of that fight. But anyway, meanwhile, Fury's trying to deal with all this, but he also is trying to deal with the fact that Loki is leading the charge on Midgard for vengeance for the death of Thor, which included a quick cameo from Jamie Alexander, which is really cool. I hope we see more of her in not only What If, but these Disney Plus shows. I heard somewhere that she might be getting her own show, and that would be really awesome. I'd love to see her in it and maybe see her try to reform the Warriors 3. But anyway, back onto this. They resolve it. We find out that the clip that everyone thought in the trailer was Wakandan Warriors versus Loki was really S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Loki. And minimal casualties. I mean, Loki did do a frost ray, but some of them avoided that. Thanks to Sif, Fury talks him down. And thanks to Nat and Fury's mind, he figures out what's going on. And we find out that the villain this whole time is Yellow Jacket, but not God, I'm blanking on his name. Played by Corey Stoll in the first movie. It's not him. It's, Hank. Old man Hank in the Yellow Jacket suit. Because apparently the big thing that changed in this world was the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D., specifically Fury, recruited Hope Van Dyne. And due to that, she passed away in the field. Maybe Hydra was involved somehow, because we all know. And so now the genius mastermind has turned mad scientist and uses his experimental armor, the Yellow Jacket suit, to, boom, kill 5 out of the 6 Avengers. And yeah, there's a cool scene where Loki impersonates Fury, and it's just this cool moment that involves Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Douglas, and then later Tom Hiddleston, where it's just swirling. The 3 of them return for this show, and they carry this episode, along with Clark Gregg as Coulson. And it's really cool to see. That was a pretty fun, in-character for Loki finale fight at the end, which I don't think we'd get to see in live action ever. But the day is saved, kinda. He goes away. Fury tries to set up the Avengers initiative again, because there is one Avenger who did not die, because he hadn't been thawed out yet. Fury himself goes and looks and finds Cap, and as he does, you see that he called in a favor, Captain Marvel. We're actually going to see a MCU Cap lead Captain Marvel together in the same team, because I do feel like this team is going to come up again, and we're going to get like a new Avengers type thing with a what else worlds, where I feel like we could, for this new team, maybe have Yelena and a more heroic version of Yelena. Maybe not, because she did die for her service and all that. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe we'll get to see Rhodey as Iron Man. That would be cool. Maybe we'll also get to see Scott, because he's still going to have troubles. But now, will the suit still be there for him to steal? Or will it be S.H.I.E.L.D. property? Ooh! I highly doubt this will happen. But I wonder if S.H.I.E.L.D. will try to induct their own Ant-Man. And instead it will be that bastard from the comics, Eric O'Grady. Possibilities are endless. I could do a whole video on that on its own. And honestly, if I had more viewers, I probably would. Who knows, maybe someday. Anyway, ending it there, saying thank you guys for watching. Like I said, really like this episode. It's very different, and it relies heavily on 3 really good actors. Technically 4. And it was still really good and really cool to see. I didn't get to mention it, but I liked the touch of how they did the Incredible Hulk story, but with Ruffalo's Bruce, because, you know, casting and all that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Next time seeing you, I have no idea. Sorry, I'm winging it now. Anyway, till next time and beyond.